Life often feels like a long corridor filled with countless doors. Each door promises something new: adventure, success, happiness, or even a quick escape. We stand before them, keys jingling in our pockets, a mix of hope and hesitation. Which one should we open? The choices can seem overwhelming. Every advertisement, every influencer, every new trend presents another potential door to a supposedly better way of living. The modern world, with all its technological marvels and instant connections, has only amplified this sense of choice. We scroll through lives, through opportunities, through different versions of ourselves. Some doors look grand and inviting, adorned with promises of wealth or fame. Others appear more modest, yet still beckon with whispers of comfort or belonging. We are constantly evaluating, weighing the pros and cons, wondering what lies beyond each threshold. The pressure to choose correctly, to not miss out, can be immense. From the moment we wake, choices present themselves: what to wear, what to eat, what to believe, which news source to trust, which career path to pursue, which relationships to nurture. We long for clarity, searching for a path that leads to genuine peace and true security. Is there one door that stands apart from the rest, one entrance that leads to the very heart of life itself? Amidst the clamor of countless invitations, there is one voice that speaks differently. It calls gently and persistently. This is the voice of the Good Shepherd. He speaks of a door that is unique and singular. He presents it not as an option to be weighed against others, but as way. This shepherd understands our confusion, our weariness from trying so many handles. He knows our deep desire for something real. Imagine a vast field, dotted with sheep. They graze, but they are also vulnerable. The shepherd watches over his flock with a tender, protective gaze. He offers himself as the clear point of entry into safety and provision. His invitation is about a relationship, a connection to the one who truly cares for the sheep. While other voices promise quick fixes, his voice speaks of something deeper, something eternal. He doesn't promise a life free from challenges, but his presence through them. His door is an entrance to all-encompassing care, a call to come home and find rest in his loving embrace. It's an invitation to stop wandering and searching for fulfillment in places where it can never truly be found. Then Jesus said to them again, "Most assuredly, I say to you, I am the door of the sheep." John 10:7. This is not a casual remark. Jesus isn't saying he the door, or that he can you the door. He says I the door. He himself is the entry point. He is the access. There's no other way into the safety and provision he describes. This statement is exclusive yet wonderfully inclusive for all who choose to enter through him. He continues, "All who ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them." John 10:8. Jesus is drawing a clear distinction, highlighting the danger of false shepherds. These other doors might look appealing but do not lead to the true sheepfold. The true sheep recognize their shepherd's voice and do not follow strangers. He is the sole entrance to a complete and fulfilling existence. The world offers many solutions for our deepest needs. Self-help books, new ideologies, and influencers present their formulas for happiness and success. Many of these offer temporary comfort, perhaps a fleeting sense of improvement, but do they lead to lasting substance? Do they truly satisfy the soul's deepest longings? Jesus, as the door, offers something fundamentally different. He doesn't offer a technique, he offers himself. He doesn't provide a philosophy, he provides a relationship. Modern approaches often focus on self-improvement, but Jesus points to a source of life and strength outside of ourselves. He invites us to depend on his infinite grace and power. By entering through him, we are reconciled with our Creator, the foundation of true and lasting well-being. So many modern doors lead to rooms that are ultimately empty. Jesus, however, is the door to a different kind of kingdom. It's a kingdom of love, joy, peace, and the enduring fruits of a life connected to him. Our world is incredibly noisy, isn't it? Voices bombard us from every direction. The internet, social media, news outlets, even our own circles of friends and family, all contribute to a constant stream of information, opinions, and advice. Many of these voices claim to offer truth, guidance, the right way to live. In this cacophony, how do we discern the true voice of the shepherd from the misleading calls of false guides? Jesus himself warned about thieves and robbers who try to lead the sheep astray. Recognizing these deceptions requires spiritual discernment, a God-given ability to distinguish between truth and error. How do we cultivate this discernment? By knowing the shepherd's voice intimately. The more time we spend with Jesus, the more familiar his voice becomes. When we know his voice well, the counterfeit calls of others will sound jarring and unconvincing. We must actively choose to listen for his voice above all others, trusting that he will guide us into all truth. Life can often feel like a raging storm, you know? Unexpected troubles arise and the winds of change blow fiercely. Personal anxieties, global uncertainties, relational conflicts, these can leave us feeling exposed, vulnerable, and desperately seeking shelter. So, where can we find true security when the foundations around us seem to be shaking? Jesus, as the door, offers precisely this: a sanctuary of peace and unwavering security, no matter the chaos that swirls outside. When a sheep enters the sheepfold through the door, it is protected. Similarly, when we enter into a relationship with Christ, we come under his divine protection. This doesn't mean that storms will never touch our lives, challenges will still come. But we face them from a different place, a place of inner security, knowing we are held by one who is greater than any storm. This security is not based on our circumstances, which are ever-changing. It is based on the unchanging character and promises of God. He is our strong tower, our safe place, our ever-present help in times of need. Jesus said that those who enter by him will go in and out and find pasture, as mentioned in John 10 verse 9. This beautiful imagery speaks not only of security, but also of incredible freedom and abundant spiritual nourishment. The going in provides safety and rest. The going out signifies freedom to live, to serve, to explore the world, always knowing there is a secure home base to return to. This freedom is profound. It is freedom from the guilt and power of sin. It is freedom from the fear of death. It is freedom from the relentless pressure to measure up to worldly standards. When we are in Christ, we are truly free. We are no longer slaves to our old patterns or to the expectations of others. We are free to become the people God created us to be, living out our unique purpose with joy and confidence. And then there is the promise of pasture. This is about spiritual nourishment, the food our souls crave. Only through Jesus the door do we find the true bread of life, the sustenance that satisfies completely and eternally. Knowing about the door is one thing, hearing the shepherd's call is another, but the crucial step, the one that changes everything, is actually walking through that door. It requires a conscious decision, an act of faith. It means choosing to trust Jesus completely, to accept his invitation, and to step out of the confusion of many paths into the clarity of his one way. We recognize our need for a shepherd. We admit that our own efforts to find true life have fallen short. We confess our tendency to wander, to follow other voices. Then we turn to Jesus. We believe his claim, "I am the door." This step of faith is then lived out daily, making choices that align with his teachings and his character. The message of John 10 verses 7 to 9 is as relevant today as it was 2,000 years ago. We still live in a world of many voices, many choices, many supposed doors to happiness and fulfillment. The allure of false shepherds and misleading paths remains strong. Yet, amidst it all, Jesus stands, unchanging and unwavering, with his profound declaration, "I am the door." His invitation is still open. His promise of salvation, security, freedom, and abundant pasture is still available to all who will come to him. The challenge before us is one of discernment and trust. We must learn to distinguish the shepherd's gentle, life-giving voice from the cacophony of deceptive calls. We must choose to reject those voices that would steal our peace, kill our joy, and destroy our hope. The world offers complexity. Jesus offers clarity. The world offers fleeting pleasures. Jesus offers lasting joy. Ultimately, finding true life is not about striving harder or discovering a new secret. It is about accepting the simple, profound truth that Jesus Christ is the one and only door to the Father. His door is always open.